And this is going to be the Shark Detect Pro. And the thing about the Shark Detect Pro is that it looks just like their other Shark AI robo vacuums. But there is a big difference in terms of the front and the bottom. So let me show you what I mean. So if you look at the front of your unit, it is coming now with a smart sensor. And this smart sensor is not going to be a front-facing camera like you see on a iRobot J7. What this is actually a 3D object detection system. So that means the sensor is generating some type of 3D visual map in front of it, so that not only can it detect where things are, but also how big and how tall things are. And if I compare it to something like the J7, J7 is using a front-facing camera. What the difference is that the J7 is using VSLAM. It is not using LIDAR. And in my opinion, LIDAR is actually better for sensing things farther and it does a better job mapping faster. And that's just because I think LIDAR is more advanced. If you notice on the Shark, the wheels here are taller and bigger in terms of how it looks than the J7 from iRobot. And that's because this has something similar to a suspension system built in. They call that NeverStuck Technology, and really thinking about it, I'm really surprised Shark is the first one to use this on a RoboVacuum. Basically all it is that if it senses something taller, and that's why they have the 3D detection and the LiDAR, because that's better for detecting height, this Shark can pick itself up. If you're used to a Wrangler or any type of off-roading, it's a very similar concept here. It just picks itself up and gives it a little bump so it can climb over humps. So the Shark Detect Pro is using the Detect system, and that's using Floor Detect, Edge Detect, and Dirt Detect. So basically, if this is sensing dirt, it's going to increase its suction power and make multiple passes. That's Dirt Detect. If this is detecting an edge, it has a little inlet here. So the Edge Detect is basically going to go in the corner, so agitate anything there and then try to remove it and get it farther from the wall so the Shark has a chance to pick it up. And finally, it also comes with Floor Detect. So that just basically means it could sense the difference between a carpet, rug, and adjust itself. And that's in line with what you're seeing here. It has that NeverStuck technology, so it can go up and down. And that in combination with some of these new detection systems, I'm not saying it's brand new way, but the system of how it's integrated inside of the Shark has greatly improved the overall functionality while not being at such an expensive price.
So we created some clever tests to see how well it can escape from different scenarios. So we have entrapped it inside of a little area encased between a lot of different cell phone cases. And it does a great job actually picking itself up and going over those cases. And this is one of the best abilities. It's not going to be able to pick us up 5 inches up, but just about an inch or less, it can basically just climb over it, and that is super cool. And it works on Fringe rugs. I don't know how many times people have asked me, can this RoboVacuum work on a Fringe rug? Well, here, this is one of the first, actually maybe the first that we really tried that didn't have a problem with all this Fringe rug that we have in my house. My wife loves them, by the way. And the unit is able to do that because it can raise itself over, and it works quickly to avoid all of these different obstacles, because I made a room and put everything on the floor, and yet it was able to finish this room. And the Edge Detect, you can actually hear the air blowing out, and that's how you know this stuff is working. It is not something that you're just guessing if it's on. You are sure that it's on. And then we tested it, can it get out of this cord mess, and it definitely got out of that cord mess and was able to finish its session.
If you look at the material that the Shark is made out of, they have this kind of brushed metal look. You see this more and more on Shark products these days. They're going for more textured because they think it's more premium. Now, that's going to be something based on personal preference. I know some people might like matte, some people might like glossy, but Shark is going pretty much with a hybrid mix of both. Because now you have some piano black here, which is very glossy. If you look at the bottom, it's not using a dual brush roll, it is using a standard brush roll here. You can pop it out just by opening up the bottom tabs. And that's giving you access. You can pop this off, and then you can clean this. And this is what the brush roll looks like. The bristles are pretty soft. I wouldn't say these are the most aggressive bristles, and it's using those power fins that you see so frequently on the Shark vacuums. So easy to place this back. We just want to insert it back in. The coolest thing about the Shark is that how compartmentalized everything is. If you want to replace the battery, actually you could just open this and then you have direct access to the battery. And I'll tell you how big the battery is. And the battery here is the Shark battery. It is going to be a 3000 mAh capacity, so 3000 milliampere hour battery here. That is very interesting in the sense that you could technically charge 2 of them and then unplug this and remove it and replace it anytime you want. So if you look at the side brush here, the shark is one single piece. Now, if you look at an iRobot, it's 3. You'll notice that when you first get the shark, they'll have some stickers on them. Remember those stickers before you remove them. It's very important. So to power on your robot, make sure to press and hold the dock button for 5 to 7 seconds. To connect your robot to Wi-Fi, press and hold clean and dock buttons for 5 to 7 seconds. LED indicators, you have the dirt detect, so when robot detects hidden debris, it will automatically boost suction, and the lights will illuminate purple. And NeverStuck Technology, when the robot moves over thick carpets or obstacles, the lights will illuminate orange. You know, whenever I do this, I always feel like I got like a beetle upside down. This is where your edge detect sensor will be with the active lift, and that's how it picks itself up. So if you guys look at the port right here, underneath that active lift, this can actually blow out air, and that's how it starts cleaning. So it's going to blow out air and then use the brush to suck it up. So the interesting part about the Odor Neutralizer is actually the Detect Pro base is utilizing the Odor Neutralizer instead of actually on the robot vacuum. Here, the debris is going to be kept for 30 to 60 days at a time. And we'll just take this out for you guys. That's controlling the strength of it. But if I pop this out, you can remove the entire dustbin. And this is that dustbin. And this is bagless. And if you just want to open it, you could do a no-touch open. Just empty it, close it, place it in, lock it in. You want to line up the arrows. There's an arrow there, there's an arrow there. You want to line those up. Lock that in and then twist and boom. Now this is kind of like a fragrance pack, like a Febreze. Sitting right in front of the Odor Neutralizer on low, you can still smell it. I'm not saying that this is weak, but if you put it on high, it will make the entire room kind of smell the same scent that you chose for your Odor Neutralizer. If you want to take out the filter, that's pretty straightforward. Just pop that out here and it's giving you a standard HEPA filter built inside. And then there's an additional screen here. And this is the suction mouth. So when this is connecting to the self-emptying bin, this portion is what's actually connected and the self-emptying bin will just whoosh it right out. Now, if you want to put everything together, the front is going to be the front with the opening, and this actually attaches right up and will connect right inside like that. So it's a relatively straightforward process. This is not going to be the most advanced emptying system, but where the shark, after all these years of using all these bins, the shark shines because of the air filtration system. So it's bagless, so you don't have to worry about buying bags. I know bags, some people love bags because odor and easy to clean up, but this is going to be bagless. They also come with filters. So here you have one filter built inside already. There's one filter. There's another filter, and you have a separate filter here that's also removable. Look on the back of your unit, you have a wraparound cord area so that you can hide the cord. So I'm ready to start building a map. During my first run, I need to explore your home and create a map of it. So we can just ask it to get started. And the 3D detection is for an entire floor. Well, this is my entire second floor. You can see the map it did of the entire floor. And we can just approve it. You can create no-go zones easily just by adding, and then we can make our bathroom a no-go zone. The Detect Pro also comes with the matrix clean, so you can target and declean specific rooms or spots. Detect Pro will make 2 passes side by side in case you want to use it with the matrix clean. So that area can be used for specific spot cleaning. So depending on where I want to spot clean, I can set that area.
And finally, we have another obstacle course. It's just random stuff that you might find on your floor that you forgot to pick up, and you have your robot vacuum on schedule just doing its thing. So how will the robot vacuum work? How will the shark perform? Well, let's see. Actually, it does a great job, and we're just going to speed up everything so everyone can see how well it works. The total session took about 16 minutes, which is much faster than most of the other Robovacs we tried, and it had no issues, no pauses. It just did its thing and went back to the base.
Can it handle things this size and as many wires as we placed on it? So one thing you'll notice about the app is that it's going to give you the full map, except you're not going to be able to see exactly what the robot vacuum is doing or its exact pathing. You're going to click on your shark clean here and then click on your history. And inside of history, if I go on yesterday's date per se, which is going to be on the 28th, you can see that you have a clean report, and inside of this clean report, it's going to give you all of the times that your RoboVacuum was used, and if you want to see what it actually accomplished or what it did, you can see all the different areas. So if I click on this, that's going to show you that the map key, these are the clean areas, and you have areas that you did not clean. So I think the Shark Detect Pro is really Shark's best RoboVacuum to date, and that's because of how it uses the 3D detection, and it just adds these two basic features just by having the ability to go up and down. Just pick itself up and get down. You guys see that? Just having that ability alone means it doesn't get stuck. It doesn't need special sensors. It doesn't need like some special front-facing camera. 3D obstacle detection paired with LIDAR, it just doesn't get stuck. And that's been the secret this entire time. Just like us humans, if we get stuck, if we're crawling on the floor, what do? We get up and we walk over it. Now your shark can suddenly get over obstacles that it previously couldn't, like cords. And that means that this is going to be more usable. So this RoboVacuum underneath is not that different from any of the other sharks you've seen. It just comes down to, by adding these two simple features, 3D sensor, along with having this, which I think is the best feature they've come up with. I think everybody is going to copy this. Everybody's going to copy this. Just having a RoboVacuum that can just kind of like pop a wheelie, it can pop a wheelie, and it can get over humps, lumps, bumps, cords, different obstacles, and just having that versatility means I don't have to worry about this not finishing. And having that comfort means I could set the schedule exactly how I want it, and I don't have to be like, oh, did I clean up my cord? Did I move that off the floor? Because a lot of times the shark is going to figure out how to get over the hump. And that's why I like it, because I didn't necessarily need a front-facing camera. You might not necessarily need like the security systems and everything extra that are built in here. And I appreciate this is bagless. I appreciate the odor neutralizer in case you're picking up things that stink. I like this base because of all the filtration systems that are built into it and the small size. And let's be honest, at least Shark is trying, right? I know a lot of the game right now is focused on mopping and well as increased suction power, but at least Shark is trying things other than that. And I think that innovation deserves credit. And I think these features that you see here are going to permeate throughout the entire space. Because EduTech, it works. As long as it's like hair or something like loose, like crumbs, it works. It's not going to work for things that are stuck on, absolutely not. But, you have the wheels, those work. 3D sensor, it works. And this dustbin, it works. So everything works here, and that's why I like it. And with that, I think this is the future of the entry model robot vacuums. They don't need cameras. They don't need AI. What they do need is a great detection system. They need the self-emptying bin that doesn't smell. Maybe you don't want a bag, maybe you do, but it comes with the ability to just pick itself up. And I think that alone means almost any RoboVacuum that has a hard time or gets stuck can be fixed as long as it has that feature. So with that, thanks for watching, everybody. This is David with the French Glow. I'll catch you next time. And with that, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment box below. We'll get back to you. And please hit that like or subscribe button. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please hit that like or subscribe button below. It really does help support our channel. And I'll catch you next time. This is David with the French Glow. Please ask all your questions below so I can get back to you. And I'll see you soon. This is our Shark Detect Pro. Bye, bye, bye.